During Nelson Mandela's official visit to St. Lucia'S, the first president of South Africa in 1998, he advocated for the social and economic unification of the African continent and the Caribbean region. One wonders why the utility of this advice is only now being recognized.
Mr. President, your visit here today is coming exactly 27 years after the visit of Nelson Mandela. And 27 years is exactly the length of time Mandela spent in prison. So today is really a day of freedom and celebration. Mr. President, we have to ask ourselves why we have not had a more impressive record of Africa-Caribbean cooperation.
On the 30th of June 2025, St. Lucia hosted a special sitting of Parliament where His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Honorable Philip J. Pierre exchanged their respective visions for collaboration between Nigeria and St. Lucia and the rest of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. Recalling the history of the transatlantic slave trade which relates St. Lucia with Nigeria, and honoring the spirit of Pan-Africanism which serves as a principle by which all African descendant peoples are unified, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu pledged that deeper collaboration can be expected in a range of strategic areas.
It is in line with this orientation and to explore areas of cooperation and collaboration between the Eastern Caribbean states that I decided to undertake this state visit to St. Lucia. It is in this spirit that I wish to express Nigeria's readiness to deepen cooperation with the OECS in the areas of mutual interest, including trade, investment, health, culture, education, and climate resilience.
The Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, meted out his vision for collaboration with Nigeria in the fields of tourism, trade, investment, creative industries, sport, banking, renewable energy, and health.
St. Lucia's banking sector is robust and growing and welcomes reputable Nigerian banks, investment houses, and fintech companies as partners in expanding investment opportunities and modern digital financial services. In our drive for greater use of renewable energy, we welcome Nigerian renewable energy companies to bring their technology, expertise, and equipment to support the island's sustainable renewable energy mix. Your country's regulatory and technical experience in the energy sector could help us accelerate the necessary reforms in our infrastructure.
The Director General of the OECS, Dr. Lucia'S, is in anticipation of the formation of a Nigeria-OECS Collaboration Commission.
One of the things we expect to come out of this visit in concrete terms is to have a commission, Nigeria-OECS Collaboration Commission established, that all the member states will sit at the table and we will work out a structured program of collaboration. There were some specific initiatives like the scholarship thing that's already on. But what we want to ensure from the OECS end is that all member states benefit equally and equitably from the relations with Africa.
But Dr. Jules offered some perspective as to the reason why South-South relations have become more relevant now, providing an answer to the question of why the value of Mandela's advice has appreciated in the 2020s.
What is happening in the United States now with all of what the turbulence, the uncertainty and so on. And in that context, we realize that the OECS has to make a decisive move to diversify its relations globally. And given the rapprochement already established with Africa, how do we move quickly and fast into deepening those relations?
St. Lucia, by promoting and facilitating such collaborations as these, does more than just leading the way for growth and development in the OECS and Nigeria, but it creates both beauty and value in the chasms that were entrenched by the transatlantic slave trade between the African continent and its diaspora in the Caribbean. For Choice News Now, I am Sienna Dalso.